I told you we'd be back with the challenge run, and here we are. Oh my god, why does Isaac look so bad? Maybe I have it set to auto resolution? I do. Let's go with medium. I think we'll be okay with that. This is the run, a challenge run that you can probably kind of divine the importance of at this point. It's called Center of the Universe, suggested by YouTube user Konami Code, and it's very fitting after the last episode that I go with a run like this, because in the last episode I got a lot of these items that kind of like followed us around. You know what? Peeper's Eye actually fits in this perfectly. But these like defensive items that kind of follow us around, and I was like, wow, it's really cool. We've gotten a lot of these. That makes us very strong. Our catch here, oh my god, that was so stupid. Our catch here is that we're not allowed to use tiers except for fire and poop. So our whole thing with this run is we're gonna see how long we can survive just by using these like offensive defensive items to help us out. So what do we have here in terms of items? We have Distant Admiration, which is an attack fly. Now we have Peeper's Eye as well. It's called Center of the Universe, by the way, or Solar System, which is or center of the solar system, I should say, which is fitting, especially given the glow that we have here by way of the miter. But in any case, we have 1 cube of meat, Guardian Angel, Sacrificial Dagger, Distant Admiration, the other attack fly, I forget what it's called, Peeper's Eye, Transcendence, which allows us to fly, as well as the miter, which gives us this glow and makes us look more like the sun, but also probably gives us a much greater chance of survival moving forward. So let's move downwards here. By the way, if the video looks a little different, perhaps a little bit better, you owe your thanks to youtube.com/alpaca patrol, another Isaac conspirator who I actually do a lot of content with, but he basically told me that in Camtasia there is a way to set the number of frames per second that your videos actually run at, and mine, since the dawn of time, had basically been running at 15 frames per second. Now we are up to 30. So there are other conditions to this run that I would probably, they're implicit. I mean, you might as well not take any items that just give you like damage or tiers increases. What I will be doing is I'll take anything that gives us like an attribute increase along the lines of a speed or a health upgrade. So I think speed and health should be a-okay. Beyond that, spacebar items, I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I want to be giving myself a chance of success while at the same time not ruining the conditions of the run, if you will. So we'll see how that works out as we come to it. We should probably have some clearly defined borders, but I don't know what they are right now. So I'm also thinking that if we come across any items like item rooms, I don't think should necessarily be off limits. This would have been a great run, by the way, with quad shot there, but I'm also thinking that, you know, Deals with the Devil should totally be on, if only so I can force myself, or have a chance at least, to get to permanent Polaroid invincibility as we move a little bit later and later on. So if I manage to get rid of all of the health containers that I have and run entirely on Spirit Hearts, that's good for business, because, you know, obviously running into people, it makes us more likely to get hit, but if I can run on permanent Polaroid invincibility, we will have a much better chance to kind of profit from that, if you understand what I mean when I say that. Anyway, so far so good. It's been some easy floors. The only thing that really bothers me are the enemies that move really quickly, but so far that hasn't been a major problem. I've been going to every single room just because I am substantially stronger. Let us now go fight this boss. Again, the other thing is, what other Deals with the Devil could help me? You know, picking up the nail would actually be huge. This is going to give us a second cube of meat, which is actually completely not beneficial at all because it's not going to shoot, but maybe if I get a third level cube of meat, that's awesome. Okay, we're going to be fighting Krampus and getting a lump of coal, which is actually garbage, but maybe I could reroll this and get something better. The problem is, this guy's going to be a pain in the dick because he's one of those enemies that you really can't run into, because then he'll be able to hit you from all sides. But, you know, Peeper's Eye might get a lucky bounce here, or the worst bounce of all time, you know, effectively. Oh my god, I hope I can beat him. I really should not lose, but it's a very different way of fighting Krampus than I've ever had to experience before. So this is why I like challenge runs like this. Fairly easy to set up, easy conditions to understand, but at the same time, it forces you to play in a very, very different way than you might be used to. I think I've done a run like this, or a run similar to this before, but I forgot what conditions we actually had on that one. So again, just you know what, I'm just going to run into him and take him out. We're going to reroll Lump of Coal. It gives us the nail, and you know what? I feel like I should be able to roll with the nail just to keep us alive here, and because it kind of plays into that permanent Polaroid invincibility that we'll be talking about later. Again, there's no conditions to this challenge run beyond no tiers. And if you're going to cry, oh, it's imbalanced. Well, we have no tiers, motherfucker. We can't do anything except run into enemies. So anything that I get that increases my survival while sticking within those conditions, I think that's a-okay. You might disagree, and I apologize for that. Let's pick up I did pick up Ace of Spades. I will definitely pick up Scapular as well. Any passive item that doesn't affect our tiers, I am a-okay with. I'm going to stop saying a-okay because it makes me feel like I'm 6 years old, but that's fine. There is a free Spirit Heart for us located there. By the way, people have been noticing that I have particularly powerful plosives lately. I am going to get a pop filter to accommodate for that. But anyway, that should come in a couple of weeks. Hopefully it's not too distracting, unless I just made it very distracting for you as of right now. So obviously now a big part of my strategy is going to be revolving around hopefully being able to... Oh, I missed him there. Hopefully being able to get a battery or something from the shop. That would be okay with me. Use our Fool card to save us a little bit of time. Oh, I don't like this at all. Okay, Peeper's Eye. You can do it, man. There we go. There's 2 of them dead. Now I worry. Now I worry a great deal about how this is going to work out. Holy shit. I can't believe that was actually an unmitigated success, basically. Okay, so just don't get too close to these guys. Again, now with Transcendence, I could basically just hang out in the corner and wait for Peeper's Eye to take out these dudes, but I think it's in our best interest to try to get the room finished as soon as possible. We can get close to enemies, we just don't want to get right next to them, because obviously then they'll hit us, because that's how Isaac works, but, oh, managed to get out of the way there. But if we, you know, just get close enough to them, it should be okay. There is a shop down here. It's tempting. Oh, I don't like this at all. Maybe we could get our attack. Oh, something blew up the TNT by accident. All right, that's fine. Let's go fight our boss then. It's going to be Peep. This is kind of an ideal boss for us, because Peep doesn't really move that much laterally. Like, he kind of stays in the same area when he jumps, of course. I mean, you got to deal with those jumps in the first place, but after those are done, then he kind of just hangs out, so you don't have to worry about him just, like, surprisingly moving, like, an inch to the side or something with little to no warning. Instead, you've mostly just got to worry about the shots coming in, obviously, but we have great defense against those. Peeper's Eye can do some good damage to him even when we're not paying attention. Thank you for absorbing that shot. There's another attack fly doing some good stuff. Plus, we can fly, so we don't have to sweat the... oh, careful. We don't have to sweat the creep that he creates. So this is a kind of an ideal matchup for us, even though it might not seem like it right off the bat. And again, we just refuse to be hit by those eyes, which is beautiful. That went fantastically. We will definitely take Pageant Boy, which means we will 100% go to the shop. So far, so good on this run. I kind of feel like Poison Touch would be a logical addition here. That is a health upgrade, plus we'll have wings now. Again, fine by me. Holy Grail's a sweet upgrade, even if it is just an extra HP upgrade for fighting the boss. That's okay with me. And let's go check out our shop quickly, because we have 20 cents and 3 keys. So far I feel like this is going really well. Of course, this is definitely one of those runs that has the potential to go off the rails pretty darn quickly. And I'm just going to move my mic backwards ever so slightly here. Hopefully you didn't notice anything there. But I noticed I'm clipping a little bit, so I want it to be a little lower. Definitely, Compass is a no-brainer. Yes, we will buy the Spirit Heart just because I want to. And again, if we manage to get rid of all of our heart containers, like if we come across a deal with the devil that gives us a Guppy's Paw, at this point, given our Spirit Heartness, I would say that is a no-brainer. We could probably get up to like 20 Spirit Hearts. That permanent Polaroid invincibility would be amazing, and I think we might actually have a chance to take out all of the bosses in the game if we get to that point. But, you know, it's still very early. We're only done 3 floors now, so let's not get too cocky just yet. But permanent Polaroid invincibility would be an enormous boon for me moving forwards. But we'll see. First things first, we're going to have to take out these enemies, and, you know, the rooms presumably are going to get harder and harder, much like myself when I speak to your mother. Should have said when I think about, but whatever. I'm not built for this kind of trash talk, you know? I respect mothers. Not to say that you can't, you know, have filthy intercourse with someone and not respect them, but, you know, it's not respecting the person if you're lying about them, that's for sure. Alright, so I'm learning how to use these attack flies a little bit more offensively. Spelunker's hat is kind of not great because we're not going to be able to... we're still going to have to use a bomb to get into those rooms, is what I'm getting at. But it's better than not having anything. And we've actually gotten very lucky with getting passives, and beyond that, passives that don't really affect our tiers, which is exactly what I'm looking for, because obviously anything else wouldn't really impact us that much. It would have not a negative impact, but a negligible impact, because we wouldn't be able to do anything with it. Anyway, so far so good. We took some damage there, that's fine. Only taking 1 hit of damage from a room like that is totally cool. And I think I should actually probably go to every room, just because I think I would regret it if we died. Like, I would regret not going to every single room, because obviously I want to make sure that we're getting as many opportunities as possible to... Oh, okay, good. To use our nail. But we might as well fight the boss first. Let's see how this goes. This is scary as hell, because this guy is going to shoot out not only other fistula parts, but also bomb flies. So I'm just going to set up some bombs. Yeah, in the hopes that, you know, maybe I can use 5 or 6 bombs and... Because my defensive helpers can't really help me in this situation, because the bombs are just going to do explosive damage and hurt me a great deal. So I have to be very cautious about this fight. This is probably one of the worst fights that we could have here, but he dropped 2 Spirit Hearts, which is amazing. And we're just going to try to control our attack flies to make this work a little bit more smoothly. There we go. It's okay so far. We picked up 1 of those Spirit Hearts. Just play it cool. Peeper's Eye is now going to get a Bomb Fly. This guy's going to rotate it around to get the blue fly, so if I just landed... Hey, there we go. That actually went really well. Tears upgrade, big whoop. I'm going to pick it up just because, you know, why not, basically. There's no arcade on this floor, but there is a shop. I was hoping for an arcade, so obviously I could use the blood bank, and I'm really hoping that we managed to get a, Guppy's Paw. It's not a rare item by any stretch of the imagination. Here we go. Now that I want to go to the shop, obviously I can probably justify coming through here, getting another 6 cents. We could use another 2 bombs later to come back there and go to the shop without wasting a key. Whether I want to do that or not is something that remains to be seen, shall we say, but we'll see momentarily. This is the kind of room I don't like. I prefer fighting a single enemy that is a little bit stronger with this, because otherwise I have to constantly adjust where I'm standing and be on guard at all times, essentially. On guard, of course, meaning I have to be the Barracuda from Dragon from Donkey Kong Country. I was like, as soon as I said dragon, my brain just short-circuited. I was like, what was I trying to say? Oh, right, I'm an idiot. Okay, left room here. You know what? Honestly, hoppers don't bother me. I just kind of hang out over here. A lot of them will kill themselves just by jumping on the spikes, and the remaining ones should die before they get to me. We have another secret room over here, which is actually going to make things a lot easier for me. Sorry, the nail charge made things a lot easier for me because I could just destroy those rocks and simplify the equation a little bit. We get Child's Heart, which I do not want. I'm definitely psyched about the trinket I already have, the Ace of Spades, which allows us to get more playing cards. Sadly, so far it has proved fruitless. We've gotten 0, but you know, maybe we would have gotten -1 before, so I'm psyched about it either way. This is my ideal room right here. It's not. It doesn't have. Oh, okay, well, thanks a lot, game. It doesn't have. One single target enemy with a lot of health, as opposed to a few number of enemies with a little bit of health, but it does allow me to just stand in the center and basically not be threatened at all. So obviously, I want 2 more cents. How are we going to get 2 more cents on this floor? Well, we can shoot fire. Remember, that is totally A-okay. I really wish we had gotten, like, a Justice as our boss room item, but I guess instead I'm not going to be able to get the map. It's really unfortunate. Map plus compass is a beautiful combination. There's no other room for us to bomb in. We've seen both secret rooms, so sadly I think that's the end of the floor for us. That's unfortunate, but you know, we're not going to lose too much sleep over it because we're already doing really, really well. I don't think there's anything I could have done there. Again, an arcade would have saved our lives there. So thank you, God, for this Spelunker's hat now. I would have preferred X-ray goggles 100 times out of 100, but you know, you can't always get what you want. You can't choose what you're given in Isaac. Well, I guess via the cheat engine you actually 100% can, but let's just ignore that for now because I want my statement to have some literal correctness. Now, so far so good. We'll continue going to the left here. Oh, I can't believe I got hit there. You know, for the conditions of the run, I think I've done a surprisingly good job of not taking very much... That scares me. I think I've done a surprisingly good job of not taking very much damage so far. I mean, I've taken a lot so far on this floor. You're not going to hear me deny that. But better than I would have expected, let's say. Now, the bean is an interesting choice because, in contrast to the nail, the bean... Oh, we have another key now, too. Might as well open this up then. Sure, more keys. 2 of diamonds, definitely double our money. In contrast to the nail, the key would actually kind of serve our purposes because if enemies got close to us, we could just poison them. That being said, instead I am going to stick with the nail, which I think is the most prudent possible decision for us moving forwards here. So Peeper's Eye might take that dude out, oh, close enough, by himself, and then we'll just come down here. Again, that's pretty much my example of an ideal room as well. So I'm very pleased with the way things are going so far. Our number 1 goal here, if at all possible, is going to be to secure Guppy's Paw. But again, that's something that the random number generator has control of as opposed to me. So we'll just see how that works out. Now, zombies, not my favorite enemies, but we actually have kind of a good suite of items for dealing with them. I think only Sacrificial Dagger can hit them. No, I guess everything can hit them. I don't know why I thought only Sacrificial Dagger. I guess because of the mom's knife connection it sort of has. What do we have in here? We have a Greed, which I absolutely, for once, do not want to deal with. Oftentimes I mention, oh, Greed, that's not so bad here. This is actually kind of shitty. Peeper's Eye almost hooked me up there with a kill. There we go. Okay, so it didn't go too badly. But, you know, considering we're only on the depths, I have lost a lot of health here. I should be higher. I mean, I've gained a lot of health by way of the nail and just random Spirit Hearts. I guess not random by way of the miter, but still, I feel like the difficulty is ramped up pretty substantially. It's just due to enemy distribution and like the kind of enemies you can get, I guess, because these enemies get up in your grill a little bit more. I'm really thankful that we haven't dealt with the alternate floors at all, as far as I can remember, at least. Okay, take out the Leapers first. They should be easy. And then the Zambros. This guy's a little too fast for me, which worries me. But as long as I just kind of skirt the border down here, yeah, we can just continually goad him into attacking. Now, again, there's no other strategy to the nail here than just using it as often as possible, because we don't gain anything else from it beyond not having to use bombs to crush rocks. So we can just walk into rocks and kill them, but at the same time, we don't gain any benefit from, you know, the getting extra damage from using it. So we're just popping it whenever we have the opportunity to do so. I'm just trying to get close to these dudes without actually hitting them. This is good practice for dodging and stuff too, I'm noticing. Okay, I should go back there and pop this open. We might be able to get a trinket or something. Hopefully not a fortune teller. Yeah, okay, we did get a trinket. But I think Ace of Spades is more important because of the potentiality of it giving us the Joker card, which again could allow me to get Guppy's Paw. I'm dreaming big. I mean, obviously that's a fairly unlikely series of events. One or two of them happening, yes, totally possible, but all of them happening in quick succession, probably pretty low, but stranger things have happened. Depths Part 1, we are going to get 3rd level Cube of Meat. This is really interesting, because we're actually going to lose one of our dudes here. In fact, you know what? Maybe I just won't pick up 3rd level Cube of Meat, because I think that kind of goes against the conditions of the run a little bit, or at least the conditions of the run as I believe them. So we should be able to kill this guy really easily now. I can't believe he managed to hit me through the rock there. That's okay, though. So we're going to skip over the Cube of Meat. Instead, Prayer card. Well, we'll use that to give ourselves 1 health, but I think the nail's substantially better in the long run. I'm sorry, 3rd level Meat Boy. That would have been fun, but we're going to head down to the next floor. What do I want? Some way to ensure permanent Polaroid invincibility. That's A number 1. A number 2 is Poison Touch. Obviously, that would just give us a little bit of an extra oomph to when we run into enemies. Combined with permanent Polaroid invincibility, that would be amazing, and I would feel fairly confident about our way, about our chances against the bosses. But I really need Guppy's Paw to justify losing all of this health. If I could just... Oh, watch out for the spider. I could just sacrifice this health by way of a... I guess taking a couple of deals with the devil that don't really benefit me, because most of the deals with the devil, of course, are going to revolve around giving me extra damage or stats upgrades that wouldn't really affect me given the conditions of this run. But I think the only way that I could really justify it is if I got Guppy's Paw and managed to turn, like, my 3 Spirit Hearts into, like, 23 or something. That math actually may totally check out, surprisingly. Now, just play it cool, stay close to these guys, and Peepers... Oh, I didn't... My reflexes weren't good enough there. Full health. Good pill. More valuable than 2 of Hearts. I don't see how it could possibly not be more valuable than 2 of Hearts. On a mathematical level, I'm pretty sure that is a certainty. And again, this is one of my ideal rooms for sure, as long as I don't stand in an idiotic place. Toothpicks are just tiers upgrades. I will take them just because it's going to make our dude look like a freaky deaky monster, and this is not my ideal choice for a room, obviously. That's okay, though. We're learning to deal with adversity here. Should be able to avoid getting hit because of the Guardian Angel and whatnot. Oh, of course, that totally backfired on me. Well, thank God we have the nail. Otherwise, we would be very low on health right now in all likelihood. We'll check out our shop. Our shop could contain Mom's Purse, which is actually really useful. We can take Ace of Spades down with us. Definitely want to buy another key, and I don't see why we wouldn't buy another tarot card. It's strength. Full health is more important, I think. So we're getting to the point where we're having to make some tactical decisions. I don't know how our chances are going to shake out here. I think our fight against Mom should go fine. I know exactly where to stand to hit Mom, obviously. That's a no-brainer, basically. So we can easily hit her and not get hit. Crowd control is going to be an issue. Blue Candle would be an awesome pickup if I could find a way to get that. I guess the only way we could make that work is by getting a Judgment or something. But as is right now, I originally thought that this run would be way harder than it actually is. In actuality, it kind of feels like exactly as difficult as an average Isaac run. Maybe even a little bit... that was really bad. Maybe even a little bit easier, to be honest with you. And that's not me trying to be cocky. Might as well just pop the devil card to get rid of it so I can take the full health pill with me. That's not me being cocky, quite the contrary. It's me saying, things could change pretty drastically as we get a little bit later on. But also, I've largely just managed to pick up some items that have really expedited the process of me doing okay here. Our next tarot card is the devil. Again, we might as well just pop that. The full health pill is drastically more important moving forward. We are absolutely going to pop our nail here and then just hang out here. This should be able to tear these dudes apart. Like, this is absolute destruction. One more pass. There we go. Another key for us as well. And let's continue moving downwards. We should be basically done with this at this point. What do we have? 2 more brains. And one more room before the boss room, which only contains 2 cents. Okay, now here's a minor moment of truth. How are we going to be able to do against Mom here? Well, we don't have to worry about crowd control, which is awesome. I just got to focus on dodging left to right. And, you know, I basically think this is the ideal circumstance for us. That was kind of a wonky one there. I do think this is like the ideal boss that we could be fighting right now, because as long as I just don't dodge too much, should be able to keep it in range of the big hitters here, like Sacrificial Dagger. And Mom's gonna die. That went really well. We will take Cat of Nine Tails, because why the F not, basically. And we do have 2 things that we can take down to the next floor, so let's do it. That was a super easy boss fight. In terms of where things are gonna get hard, this is one of the few cases where I think Mom's Heart as a boss fight is gonna be borderline fucking impossible. I'm trying to think about how that's gonna work. We're gonna need to desperately save our bombs. We're gonna have a pink glitch or something happening here, which is always a little frustrating, I guess, especially when it then transitions into like a white glitch. Now, we have an interesting kind of choice for us on this floor. You might be able to see if you just look on the compass here. We have a library, or sorry, not a library. We have an arcade, which I could go to, lose a lot of health, possibly earn an HP upgrade, lose a lot of health, and then go into that boss trap room and see what's up with that. Maybe we'll get a great item there, but will we ever be able to get our health back? Yes, because we have the full health pill. Let's try that. You know, there's a certain element of who dares wins here that I'm kind of excited about. So I was originally just going to bum rush the boss, but I think in this situation it might not be prudent, but it might be interesting to see if this would actually work out well for us. So I'm just going to try to keep this dude like paralyzed, this turret paralyzed for a second, and then we'll go to town on him when he pops up again. There we go. Okay, that was kind of close. That one was even closer, but we managed to make it work. Plus, you know, the bonus here obviously is more nail charges. So we'll pop those right away. That's not going to give us any rocks to hang out over, but that might be okay regardless. Oh, I still got hit somehow. That's fine, though. Now, this is the risky part. We come in here and we start playing this. We're going to get some money. I really want to get the blood bag here. That would save me a lot of walking as well. How low can we get here? We have scapular. I'm just trying to think about this for a second. That would kill us, though. Oh, okay, we did get blood bag. Okay, well, this, like I said, saves me from doing some walking. Because now we actually can't go to the boss trap room. Instead, we can just bum rush the boss. We gained a heart container and some speed. We lost a heart. I'd say that is a fair trade. This is not the right way to the boss. I'd say that's a fair trade. We'll get that heart back, either by way of full health a little later, or just by way of a consumable that we'll find on the ground, presumably. 2 of Spades has doubled our keys. Never gonna hear me complain about that. I wonder about this Mom's Heart fight, man. Also, I'm gonna be real pissed if we end up getting death, because I already gave up that 1 cube of meat. That would have allowed us to get to 4 cubes of meat, but you know, I guess pissed is not the right word, because it still would have been a bastardization of the original conditions of the run, in my opinion at least. Which I'm apparently supposedly, or surprisingly, choosing to care about for once. So I don't think we're going to run into too much trouble on this boss. I really do not want umbilical cord. There's probably a couple of bosses that I'm just not thinking of right now that could really tear us a new asshole. But I'm mostly concerned about this Mom's Heart situation. Just trying to line this dude up with my attack fly. Like, oh, that might have worked right there. Peeper's Eye is doing a good job. There we go. Thank you, Peeper's Eye. That was very nice of you. High Priestess, good card. Is it better than full health? F no. So we'll just pop High Priestess down right away. Oh, I shot a tear by accident. My apologies. You got to admit, given the like muscle memory behind shooting tears, it's kind of remarkable that I've only shot 1 so far, or once by accident anyway. I might have not have noticed earlier once. We got a random Spirit Heart. Oh, this is the Womb XL. This is awesome. Okay. I'm definitely going to use the nail card again, or the nail again. Remember, that doesn't really... It actually could hurt me to use the nail sometimes, because it'll get rid of some of these rocks that I can hang out over. But that's okay. So we're going to be fighting 2 bosses in a row here. This is an interesting kind of condition that we've thrown ourselves in. I'm going to take the strength card into the first boss. Just to, oh my god, of course it's death. Just to make sure I'm actually using it here. And, you know, that means if I lose health, I'm pretty sure that it just comes off of the... Oh, it's going to come off of my Spirit Heart, actually, of course. It's going to be interesting to see how we manage to hit the horse when we run into it, which we're doing right now. But yeah, so we're not going to get the 4th level cube of meat. That's fine. Again, it would have been a bastardization if I had chosen to gone through with it, so I don't regret this decision. I guess we always want to be under it, so we're kind of pushing the horse out of the way. If we're over it, that's really bad for us. Oh my god, are you serious? The other thing is I wanted to make sure that the full health pill was kind of staying intact here. Again, I'm surprised that we've lived as long as we have. I'm not taking the cube of meat because I want to maintain this kind of solar system type architecture I've got going on here. This is the fight that I worry about. So we got 9 bombs. We blow them all up, and then we go stand like right in the grill here, do a little bit of damage. And then we're probably going to have to, you know, fight all of these enemies for the entirety of the thing. I would not be surprised if this fight actually ends up being harder than the Isaac boss fight, and I mean that in all certainty. I should probably start dropping some bombs here as well. But I've really got to make sure that if I'm dropping bombs, they actually have to like completely wipe out the enemy. So let's drop one in here. That should kill all those zombies, and then we run in because Mom's heart doesn't actually hurt you when it hits you. It's only the enemies when they touch you that actually hurt you. So that was like an example you saw right there. So we're just going to run in, drop a bomb. It's Duke of Flies. Duke of Flies should fall pretty quickly to this kind of suite of items we have here. There we go. So he's coming again. Now we've got permanent bomb throwing, which scares me, especially... Oh, I can fly, though, so I don't have to worry about the creep. So now this is actually great. I should just be able to stand right next to her. As long as she doesn't shoot these bombs, like, directly at me, this should be the end of this fight, which is kind of... Okay, didn't go fantastically. Could have gone worse, though. So we're going up to the cathedral. Again, I would not be surprised if this somehow actually ends up being an easier floor than the last one. I'm just trying to see where we should go here. We might be able to organize a pretty amazing coup and just sneak around here. Please be like a health upgrade. Bad gas. Not as exciting. I'm going to use a lot of bombs to get out of this situation because this does not appear to be the right way to get to the Isaac boss fight. Oh my god, I'm taking so much damage. This is what... Guppy's Paw would have been so amazing. That is the... Oh my god, the sun card. So valuable if I can actually manage to take it to the Isaac boss fight for the Necronomicon and the full health aspects as well. I'm hoping that it's up and to the left. Otherwise, I might have just made a huge mistake. It's totally possible that the actual way to the boss fight could have just been like directly below us right there. So, you know, things are getting trickier and trickier now. Like a Lou Bega song. There you go, run into him. The trick is you gotta run at them, but not quite into them. I'm gonna try to blow this guy up in the explosion here. The perfect crime. Okay, 2 extra spirit hearts. It's looking like the way down here might be the right way. Okay, we might as well just get in there. Oh, that's not good. I didn't get hit there, amazingly enough. But if I get hit one more time, I think Scapular goes off. And then if I get hit one more time after that, we're gonna have to pop the sun card. Yes, there's Scapular. This guy's basically dead, though. That permanent invincibility is actually incredibly valuable. Bad gas. Okay. Well, obviously, we're popping the nail. Sun card, super important. So we're just going to try to survive. If I can get back to full health without using the sun card, that gives us a much better chance of success. Golden chest contains a live bomb, but maybe also an awesome justice. It's not great. A little bit of extra health. Sure, why not? This seems to be the right way now, if I had to guess. We're going to come around behind the boss here. I didn't want to do this room the way I ended up doing it. That one didn't go well, by the way. But I kind of had to. This double greed room is kind of a pain in the dick. I could also, if I wanted to, just bomb my way out of these rooms, but I'm not sure if I want to do that. Scapular should give us permanent, or not permanent invincibility, but it should give us invincibility from the Polaroid again, along with the Spirit Heart if we get hit at... yeah, there we go. It worked again. So we're just going to try to get in here, do some crowd control, basically, while we still have invincibility. Good enough. We gained another Spirit Heart as a result, and this is indeed the right way to get to the boss room. And I have given myself invincibility again by taking damage. Maybe not the smartest decision. It's okay. Oh, I thought I had already dodged there. This is okay, though. It's okay. One more room and then the boss room. Again, I really... just want to... why do I keep staying invincible? I just want to keep the sun card until this fight. And we're just going to kind of stand on the outset here in attack fly range until we get hit. Okay, there we go. And again, I'm maintaining invincibility. I do not understand why I am impossible to kill right now. Let's let him hit me again. Oh, that time I actually lost it. Okay, so just don't die. And we'll get ready to pop the sun card, which is going to give me full health again and do damage to him. I almost feel like it's in my best interest to just run in here and drop bombs and, like, tank all the damage. I know it's a war of attrition, but I genuinely believe that this is the best option for us, for our chances of success. Like, get all the fucking pretenses out of it. Oh my god, he's dead. We need to pick up the Spirit Heart, though. So we calculated that basically perfectly to survive. You know, that was easier and probably more effective than just trying to dodge. Instead, we actually managed to kill... Oh, okay, just thank you. Down to the chest. This is an important moment for us. We're gonna die at some point, but ooh, I don't know why we got a tarot card there. We're gonna die at some point. The question is, how long is it gonna take? Infestation is the only item that actually provides us with basically anything at this point. So one more room. We use the death card. The death card did not kill them. They should be way too fast for me. Maybe not. If I just keep running around in a circle here, maybe I'll get lucky. And they will just die to Peeper's Eye and my other variety of familiars. I'm totally out of bombs here. But we'll get the nail after this room. Why we didn't get hit there is beyond me. This is getting real close. These guys have like a speed attack that they can do, which you can see them kind of using now and again. Come on, Peeper's Eye, just get in the right position here for once. Do some extra damage, please. That one might, nope, kind of close. These guys move too fast for Peeper's Eye to be a serious threat, even though it did just hit them there. Maybe on like our next pass through this area. I'm not slowing down. If I slow down, that's the end of our fun times in the Binding of Isaac here. So the faster I can kind of go in a circle here, the better. He probably could have gotten me with the speed attack right there if he'd gotten lucky. Unfortunately, Peeper's Eye continues to not be doing what I need it to be doing. I mean, it's not really Peeper's Eye's fault. I mean, it follows a very clearly defined set of rules and conditions here, but Jesus Christ, this is taking a while. I kind of want to run in smaller circles because I think this gives us a better chance of hitting them with this attack fly. I'm getting into a rhythm here. Kind of got to keep them moving like this. It's like a Talking Head song. There we go. Oh, we're closer. Thank you, Peeper's Eye, doing the Lord's work here. One of these guys has got to be close. And then we can relax the slightest bit. Oh my god. Are you serious? I'm doing like 1% of their health every time I hit them, apparently. This is surprisingly difficult. Oh my god, we made it. And we got Yum Heart. So there's one more heart for us. And of course the nail, so we survived. And that was with using the death card right at the start of that fight. So keeping that in mind, you can probably understand now why I'm not super psyched about the rest of my time here. Especially given the fact that, you know, we're probably going to have a lot of lusts and super lusts. They are very, very common enemies. We need, I was going to say I hoped that sloth would, do I have like lifesteal for some reason? That was really weird. Oh, we have infestation, that was what helped us out. Okay, that was very strange. Well, in hindsight, not very strange at all, but I'm really wary about using myself offensively to hurt these dudes, because obviously one bomb could absolutely destroy us. I'm just trying to get Peeper's Eye and the attack flies into the game here. Oh, there we go. It had to happen at some point. But thank you to Konami Code for that challenge run suggestion. That was awesome. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please continue to suggest your own challenge run options, and I will do the ones I deem most entertaining or absurd that I also see. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.